A viewer to my video on how to register your music on ASCAP generated the question, Rob, why did you register, and this is your songs, under Nickrandal if you were a publisher yourself? And essentially what he saw, I guess this person either saw it in my video or he went to my catalog on ASCAP, my entire catalog, and saw that some songs were under a different publisher. Well, I don't publish every single one of my songs, but this leads even further to a video that I hope will help you in thinking about how all of this stuff works in terms of writer share and publisher share, that you have the ability to negotiate deals even with your buddy or whoever records your music, for instance. And in the case of some of my music that you will see in my catalog, for instance, one of my CDs is The Start of a New Life. 10 songs that I prepared that I had actually done a whole demo version that I was ready to release on my own with a local friend, and somebody heard it. A production company heard it. A guy in charge of a music library as well heard it, and together they got together and said, you know, we like this music so much that we want to produce it. Now, I didn't have any money to. I didn't want to put up the money because this was a ministry, and I was happy with what was done already. It would have been great to have live drums, though, which was the big debate with these people. And one of the guys was a drummer, and they said, "Look, we want to do music on your record, and we want to do it right." They said. Obviously, I'm not going to have any objections when they said, too, that they were going to do it for free. But when we came down at the end and we recorded and we had something really special and we knew it, that I wanted to give them some benefit to the fact that they did all this work for me for free if it turned out that the record was successful and did really well and got radio play. And it turned out that it did get some radio play, and the way I was able to pay back these people, and still am able to pay back because it still gets play on the internet and on small-time Christian radio stations, is to have given them a percentage of my publisher share. And in some cases, I don't know if I did this, but in some cases it could have included a writer share. I did give writer share when I felt on a few of the songs that they had more participation in song structure and a few different ideas that sort of changed the game of the song and changed the entire song. I felt that it made sense. So you can negotiate percentages. There aren't half percentages that I remember last time I registered music on ASCAP. So you have to deal with whole numbers. And you could do anything. You know, you want to give some guy who swept your studio for free just to be around you guys. You want to give him 1% of your writer share? Do that. Just make sure he registers with ASCAP or BMI or one of the other performing rights organizations, and you're set. So you can negotiate deals. It's best to do it in writing if you can, but the fact that it's actually hard coded into whatever you register in ASCAP, BMI, or whatever your PRO is, yeah, it's fine, but you don't want to have any confusion. In my particular case, it was with friends, and we didn't do anything formal writing, trusting that what was registered was going to be enough. And that was some 4 years ago. We haven't had any legal issues with it. Nobody expected to get rich on it, but it was the idea of just, look, you had some share in this whole process. Let me give you a percentage. Could be a little more hard line where you sit down, maybe you get lawyers together, and that's one of the reasons you might want to hire somebody like me, but it can get expensive. So to do it yourself, particularly if you're recording with friends or co-writing with friends, you want to get the stuff out in the open and discuss it. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it answers the question of that person of why I had a different publishing company as opposed to just the one I have registered for some of my songs. It's because I had a deal with them in exchange for their work. There'd be a lot of times where if you get in connection with a publisher, and I have some of these too, that some of my songs were solely, it was a 50-50 split where I kept the writer share and they got the whole publisher share. that'll happen most often as well. So that's how that can happen, just the process of the negotiation. If you are considering negotiation, if you're in the process of negotiation, you want a contract, you want somebody to review a contract, I'm your dude, and I'm pretty inexpensive, particularly if you mention that you found me on YouTube. RobertReed@gmail.com is a great way to find me. www.robertreedlaw.com is a website where you can direct mail me, but make sure to put your email address. And that's it. So I look forward to helping you. I hope that this video did. Happy music making. Talk to you soon. And any questions you might have, feel free to answer them, and maybe you'll be in a future video. Take care.